This isn't a transfer story about potential, it's a test of whether Sheffield Wednesday actually understand what went wrong in the first place. According to reports from the Wednesday Word via Yorkshire Post, the club are now pushing to bring Jayden Heskey back on a permanent deal, and on the surface, it feels like a logical continuation. But scratch beneath that, and the stakes look far more fragile. The context here matters more than the player. This is a club that has only just stepped away from the edge ownership instability under Dafon Chansiri has ended, replaced by David Storch, and with it comes the illusion of a reset. Avoiding a points deduction is significant, but it doesn't erase the deeper structural damage. A single win against West Bromwich Albion doesn't suddenly signal direction, it just delays the real questions. And that's where this decision becomes more complex. Under Henrik Pedersen, Heskey showed flashes, vertical movement, pressing intensity, the ability to operate between lines. But those qualities existed within a system that never fully stabilized. The team lacked consistent build-up patterns, often defaulting to reactive transitions rather than controlled progression. So the question isn't whether Heskey fits, it's whether there's a defined structure for him to fit into at all. Because this is where things shift. Recruitment in unstable environments often becomes reactive rather than strategic. Bringing back a familiar lone player can feel safe, but it can also mask a lack of broader planning. Heskey's development at Manchester City suggests a player trained in positional discipline and tempo control. Yet Wednesday's system last season rarely supported either consistently. That mismatch doesn't disappear just because the deal becomes permanent. The issue might not be what's changing, it's what was never stable to begin with. Ownership has shifted, yes, but the football identity remains unclear. Are Wednesday building a pressing side? A possession team? A transitional unit? Heskey's profile leans toward dynamism and forward thrust, but without a defined tactical framework, those attributes risk becoming isolated moments rather than repeatable patterns. And that's where it becomes a problem. This isn't just a problem, it's structural. Because if the first move of a new era is shaped more by familiarity than by system design, it suggests the rebuild hasn't truly started, it's just been rebranded. And in a league where margins are tight and recovery windows are short, that kind of ambiguity carries consequences. If this works, it gives the impression of continuity and progress. But if it doesn't, it won't just be about one transfer. It will expose how fragile the entire rebuild still is and how little clarity actually sits behind it.